And I did my deal in the pen, man. I went up to the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? I seen Suge Knight. He was like, yo, I could get you Grammys. I can get you on BET, MTV, I can get you awards, I can get you all that. You know what I'm saying? And I said, yeah, but can you give me rich?
The new West Coast is Crooked Eyes.
So we had everybody from Jay-Z to Nas, Biggie, Tupac to Eminem to Exhibit, Crooked Eyes in that top 5. How about that?
Well, I like the fact that he paid his dues and he let the game beat him.
We're ready for you to get what you deserve.
Boom, boom, clap, clap, boom, clap.
I owe a lot of my career to this album because it gave birth to a city.
First heard this dude's style was like none that I ever heard in life, and still to now.
He did 6-7 songs on the Chronic.
It's all street. The lyrics is all street, but the music is just bananas.
Death Row Records, what's the revenue in a year? Just to give me some perspective.
It's in the millions.
Everybody on the streets know. Beef with us, homie, money go. Boom, boom, clap, clap, boom, clap.
They all ask me, hey man, who really killed Tupac?
At the beginning of Pac's career, he didn't even have no license. He couldn't even drive, so I did a lot of his driving.
I get to my room, I get a phone call, and somebody's telling me that she was in an accident in Honduras and that she might not have survived it.
You know, Lisa saved everybody's life because if she didn't make that turn, then everybody would have got killed.
For some unknown reason, the car she was in last night rolled about 150 miles north of the capital of Honduras, and she was the only one that was killed.
Crooked Eye be the first out the cage. Having you there at the summit and having your words, inspire the young people was a blessing for me. So thank you for being part of it.
Dynasty COP right now. You know what I'm saying? The circle of bosses.
I got the Own One squad, I got the Horseshoe Gang taking over the industry, please believe it.
You got every homie out there trying to put out a record, but they still won't have a foot in the street. You can't have a foot in the street and a feet in the game.
The next nigga coming out, I want y'all to keep your eyes open.
I've been a loyal soldier, I was down with Puff for about 4 years.
Loyalty in this game is a motherfucker.
Those who don't know, I'm Big C Style, the one who started the Dog Pound with Snoop Dogg. Well, Dog Pound was a little house we had in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? It was me, Snoop, DOC, you know what I'm saying? We all lounged up in the house. Snoop just did Deep Cover, Dead Broke. Daz wasn't around yet, he was still in Oklahoma. And then Daz came down, started kicking it with us at the house. Then we went to Dr. Dre's house and him and Corrupt hooked up, But originally the Dog Pound was just a house where we all used to kick it at and chill at.
Some make it out alive, some don't.
Death Row was leaving a bunch of junk, man, because there was too many mixed up minds over there.
Well, what made me leave is the business wasn't really right.
And he was the first one to leave Death Row. He was there and he left because the situation wasn't right. Because I managed RBX, so we would talk about a lot of that stuff, every day.
Here we are selling millions of records. I went to Venice Beach. Me and my girl go to Venice Beach one day just to have a relax and just, nothing special. And every car we pulled up on was playing the Chronic.
Financial situation, the money part wasn't, if the money ain't right, if the money is funny, the change is definitely gonna be strange, so.
It don't take a rocket scientist to figure out, this record is cracking. Then when I started asking questions, I got put on the shit list.
But the brother felt like contractually, that wasn't together, the money situation wasn't together.
I had discussed the exodus with the whole Death Row staff, meaning the ones that was doing the recording without shooting no names at nobody. Everybody said, well, if the money ain't right, then you know it's the best thing for us to do. And then we had this meeting on a Friday, so come Monday, I'm the only one stood by my word. Monday, I didn't go to the studio. Everybody calling around looking for me. I didn't show up. I was missing action. I'm thinking everybody else gonna do it, but everybody else was subservient and they went. So that's when it was like and when you see somebody in the soldiers and they say, who wanna go fight the war? And all the soldiers step back and the ones that get left up in the front, I was kind of put in that situation. So when I was out there, I'm finna go hard in the paint. And that's what happened.
It was almost, I would compare it almost to the situation with Cube and NWA at the time. You know, Cube was basically a backbone for NWA when it comes to the creative element and stuff like that. You know, and it was the same thing with RBX, because all it was RBX, DOC, Snoop, and Dr. Dre. That's the chronic right there when you name them cats. You know, and to this day, Dr. Dre love RBX.
I thought it was a good move because, I mean, it was too much ruckus going on, man, and he needed to step out and be an artist and be the person that he needed to be instead of being up under all that bullshit. I just see Dr. Dre doing music and business so we all can have careers and our kids can eat later on in the game instead of being out there fucking up.
The opportunity that I had with Snoop was, even though Snoop was the West Coast, always had a lot of controversy behind it. I'm just a country boy trying to eat.
When Snoop left, man, he left and took off, you know, with Master P. You know, he left the whole dog pound alone, to tell you the truth. You know, me and Daz and Corrupt was at the studio one day recording. Snoop had went to No Limit. He told Daz and Corrupt, he was like, man, I don't even feel y'all music no more. He said, I can't even get down with y'all no more.
When Snoopy did that, it was kind of surprising for me, you know what I mean? Because his sound, you know, and I guess he kind of did it because he felt like he wanted something new and he wanted to feel more at home, you know. And the thing with Master P, you know, that's another person I know personally, you know, that's a homie right there. That's like a big brother to me right there, you know. That brother's a good brother, so I could see how he made that move. He's a real businessman. He don't play no games.
Whatever problems he have, he leave that alone and try to do something right. I figured I could help take his career to the next level. I could also open up that other avenue to the West Coast with my music. So, you know, that was opportunity with Snoop. And I think the best thing happened is once I felt the opportunity was overgrown, where Snoop hadn't graduated from the new No Limit University, time to move on. Hopefully that he'd go out and be able to stand as a man and do what he had to do.
You know what I'm saying? And I knew one of the main reasons was Snoop was gonna learn a lot from Master P, which he did.
We went up there to see Suge one day up there in the penitentiary, you know, and we all at the table, me, Suge, Miss L.A., we lounging. And you know, Suge sitting in there, he lounging, we talking, and me and Daz walk in, and he asked Daz, he's like, Blood, I heard you was out there talking about me and whoop the whoop, 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 and telling bros this and that, and Dad was like, nigga, I ain't saying nothing about you, cuz. And the fuss got to escalating, woo, 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 and then Dad was like, well, fuck you, nigga, and walked out. Me and Nate used to be sitting on the plane. Nate used to be mad. They used to leave Nate and Coach and let Snoop and Corrupt and them ride in first class, put Nate back there with us.
I'm Michelle Thorpe, and I'm here in Long Beach, and I'm here with Crooked Eye.
Yeah, what up, Michelle? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I left because they didn't put the music out. I mean, it's no hard feelings. It was a business move. I signed a contract to release music. If you do not put the music out, then you're frustrating the purpose of the contract. You know what I'm saying? So it's not no hard feelings toward them. I just left because it was time to go. I mean, I had to release my music. That's my passion.
I mean, I'm no longer a member of Death Row Records, you know what I mean? Though it's not nothing like personal, you know what I'm saying? It's all business, man. They gotta get his business hand up. And, you know, on Death Row, man, the nigga learned a lot.
You know, I just want them to know our pedigree, because the thing about it is that coming off of a label like Death Row, you know what I'm saying, the world need to know before they pick your album up, your pedigree is superior, you know what I'm saying? We done been through rain, sleet, and snow over there on a notorious but historical label. So, you know, when we walk in the room in the industry, we not just no normal niggas off of a different kind of regular label. We some niggas that done been through the real, you know what I'm saying?
Could be a Fed posing as a bodyguard. You just don't know.
So the whole record deal was made in the penitentiary. You know what I mean? And we just discussed how we was gonna keep it real with each other. And he told me, he was like, yo, I could get you Grammys, I can get you on BET, MTV, I can get you awards, I can get you all that. You know what I'm saying? And I said, yeah, but can you get me rich? Nigga, that's what I want. You know what I'm saying? I love hip-hop music. It ain't all about the money, but guess what? I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this shit. It's time for it to kick back something. Can you get me rich? I ain't tripping on the stardom, the fame, all that. That's cool. If it come, it come. Then can you help me make money? Buy a house for my mama.
First, you got to take care of your backyard. And by far, Crooked I is definitely the best in the West.
No, that ain't nothing but Death Row and Hot Wax Entertainment. Holla at that. Yeah, Crooked I, black. Woo!
I only went to Death Row to, because my god brother had just signed the contract. I've been making beats for him since, matter of fact, my first beat I ever made at a $2 million studio was with Big Crooked, you know what I'm saying? And he was the one that was looking out like, this dude gonna be hard, because I just came fresh out of church playing piano, you know what I mean? I looked up, Crooked was staying up late, 2, 3 in the morning making beats, and next thing you know, everybody started liking what they was hearing. Crooked left Virgin, went to Death Row. Of course, I rolled with him, and I just was expecting to make his beats, and I looked up, I was doing Tupac, Ja Rule, Lisa.
Actually, I thought Death Row was back once again for another run, you know what I'm saying? That's real. I thought Death Row was back for another run, and you know what I'm saying? Snoop had his little era, then Tupac came, blew it up. I thought it was going bigger and bigger, back for another run.
I said, man, I wasn't tripping, I was for it, you know what I mean? You're a businessman, you know what I mean?
No, I don't think it was really a bad move, because at the time, you gotta think all these companies out here, they weren't really trying to do nothing with nobody else. They was giving all these other characters deals that really wasn't hell of an artist. When they was overlooking a person like you that was already a major artist that they should have had out. And I thought like this, I always think like this, and I still think like this. If you can sit somewhere and feed your family and the business gonna be right, then it's a good thing. But everybody gotta learn on their own what it's about before you run. You can't just take another man's word and say, oh, don't go over there because he tell you not to go over there. You gotta go find out for yourself and be your own man.
Middle fingers out, we throw up our hood. Bone crushers ready, fingerprints for dinner. Them bullets, blood suckers like a 10%er. Man, Crooked first, nigga, please do not diss. 10 years later, I'm still on some pop shit. Got my own label that's Pop Print. I'm feeling like Dre at the Bible Wars. Ain't nobody stop this. Yeah, I'm two-stepping with the freak, yo. Yeah, we in the club 20 deep, yo. Everybody on the streets know. Big boy us, on me the heat, go. Boom, boom, clap, clap, boom, clap.
The best deal that anybody ever had on Death Row.
Leaving.
Paperwork-wise. In the contract.
The best memories of being at Death Row? The best memories of being at Death Row. Every time I got one of them checks.
How much is Death Row Records, what's the revenue in a year? Just to give me some perspective.
Well, I don't know about, it's in the millions.
Bitch? What you mean, bitch? We rich too, bitch. We got money too, bitch.
And I've read an awful lot about you in the past 24 hours, and I tell you, the stuff that I've read about you really characterizes you a bit of a business thug.
Well, the media is the media. You can't say the media is unfair, not just to me or anybody. You gotta take the bitter with the sweet. I think as a man, if a person know me, they know what I'm capable of doing, they know who I am. If a person who don't know me, they liable to assume anything. When a person assumes things, they make a ASS out of themselves and you know?
I seen Puffy go hard on making a band, but I seen Suge go hard in person. You know what I'm saying? Sit right next to him in a chair, and he be like, "Hey man, what? This nigga kind of whack. Hey, push that button where you can hear him in the booth, and it's over. Hey."
Gotta go,
homie. Yeah, you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. And I used to feel sorry for him because dudes would camp out. Some motherfuckers took an airplane all the way to Death Row and fell asleep out in the motherfucking parking lot waiting to get one opportunity to do something with Death Row. And then they get in there and sound worse than them American Idol motherfuckers that be getting clown and get the clown treatment live in effect, you know what I mean? And I would just see their whole spirit go, yeah.
Death Row is the news.
Got into everything you could get into being affiliated with Death Row. Whether it was nigga gunplay, whether it was fighting, whether it was nigga going to jail.
Detectives made a point of saying Suge Knight himself at this point is not a murder
Investigators
suspect.
say Knight is not a suspect.
Suge had a police running the company that didn't know what he was doing. You know what I mean? And I don't know what he was telling. He was doing a lot of them police tricks on us, so, you know, they couldn't really figure out what was going on. You know, we got a budget for our overhead for our building and office, but we couldn't never get no budget for our record. So it wasn't nothing to do. I just told him, man, I would kill it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if we can't do the record, why are we still here?
Suge was in and out of jail, Suge Knight being the CEO, you know what I'm saying? And I had no problem with that. I stayed loyal to him, you know what I mean? During his, you know, time incarcerated or whatever, that was not a problem. The problem was when he went in, a lot of problems occurred at the label. You know what I'm saying? The people second, third, fourth in command, they didn't really know what the hell they was doing, to be honest.
It still had #1 albums on the chart. It still sold a lot of albums, a lot of records. It still was always making news. It still stayed in the public's face. It still was Death Row. But it would have been an insult to me if Death Row would have been doing just as well or better with me in prison than out of prison. You know, anytime you have the main player of the team not playing the game, it's not the same. Now I'm back, so we'll be much bigger, better, stronger than ever.
Bullshit, I mean, you accumulate a lot of guys together and everybody got different thoughts of doing different things instead of pushing this business, what the business is really about. You know, everybody else still got the street mentality and think they can go do it the street way.
Person after person would die.
They could sit down and say, Crooked, what do you think about hip hop? What do you think about the West Coast, state of West Coast? What do you think about this, that? They could ask me anything. Every time I sit down, the first thing they say is, you think Suge had something to do with Tupac getting killed?
Now let's shift to some specific music sales. Tupac Shakur.
The thing that touched me the most is, you know, him using God a lot more in his songs and biblical issues and references in his songs, and I'm like, you know, you gotta be careful. Really be careful dealing with God, boy, you know. But yeah, I was kind of scared. I was kind of scared, actually.
Not just people in the front of the camera, but people behind the camera would die. You know what I mean? I had a billboard in Beverly Hills, and the guy who did the artwork, Hen Dog, rest in peace, he died. He got killed.
24 sheriff SWAT officers converged on the Beverly Hills Death Row Records headquarters, now called the Russell.
Snoop being in court, you know what I'm saying, fighting his case, the murder case, or whatnot, when C-Style was by his side.
Giving him all the support I could give him as being a big homie to him, you know, going back and forth to court with him every day. You know, we did that for a few years, and you know, they tried to, like, one morning they came up with a trick and said Snoop was on the freeway and had Drew down on the police, and they was trying to lock him up. So, you know, I get up in the courtroom and take the stand and out of nowhere and say I had the car, which I did, you know, and Snoop wasn't involved. So, you know, I got up there and said a few words, and they kicked me off the stand.
Also served at Suge Knight's homes in Las Vegas and in Malibu.
Locations from LA, in Vegas, 16.
The whole thing with the rumors with Suge and all the people that's dropped dead, and Suge was in this and that, you know, knocking the security out supposedly. And
wearing a Death Row chain in the Lakewood Mall, and haters running up to you with the straps, and we sitting in Robinson's May like, okay, nothing standing by them pots and pans, you know what I mean, trying to figure out what we got to do. It had its ups and downs.
So every time I stood on the east side of Long Beach with a Death Row chain on my neck at the VIP in the parking lot, niggas looking at me sideways. Every time I walk through the swap meet to get my white t-shirts, niggas looking at me. So I got into so many altercations just being on death row to the point where I had to cut my bushes down because niggas said they was gonna be hiding in them. I had to put motion lights in my backyard. I had to keep a motherfucking 9mm on my dresser, and I had to keep my Bible cracked at Psalms 91 just to get through. Cause I lived in the beach, man, where that shit ain't really cool to be affiliated with dude like that.
Now the other cats that used to get into it, to me, was, you know, they was just weenies, man. That's why they was getting hit upside their head and getting dumped upside down and all that. We'd be on the road, you know, the stage man or the sound man mess up, might be upside down in the piss at the end of the day. You know, that's how the game went.
It's tough being on death row. People don't understand out there that, you know, on death row, we were loyal, I was loyal. That's the reason why I said it hurts me that they would take me through these hoops to feed the people I care about and do what I do in this music industry, because they know that I was loyal, I stayed down, and I went through stuff that a normal artist shouldn't have to go through.
And people getting popped upside their head, and, you know, man, it was just a lot of ruckus. You know, you had to be like a go-getter. If you're gonna be over there, you had to put your hard hat on.
DVD was all about killing death row people. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Now, the DVD was predominantly Long Beach people in it. You feel me? I'm from Long Beach. My whole time that I was on death row, I lived right here in Long Beach. So the thing about it was, one of my real homeboys, Rock, rest in peace, he died, you know what I mean? And I went to his funeral. I pull up at the funeral and I see everybody that was in that DVD that's talking about killing death row people at the funeral. Now I get out being the main person from death row.
You got out of the car?
I got out the car, but you know what? And I felt so disrespectful because I was in God's house with a gun. And that's what it was like. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting in a church at my homeboy's funeral with a P89 Ruger. You know what I mean? Because all these dudes and the rivals and the problems and the beef, it shouldn't be that way. I'm here to make music. I'm here to take care of people that I care about. And I'm here to, you know what I'm saying, drop shit for the fans. I'm not here for that garbage, you know what I'm saying? But that's the type of stuff that I went through.
Since the day we met, I haven't been the same since.
She had a dream about a night. They came to her. And the night was to show her things, you know what I mean? She said it was an actual night in the dream. And she said, you know, when she came out of that dream, she said the night, it was almost like the night, she was to learn something from the night, and the night was showing her something. She woke up, and she put two and two together. It was like, wait a minute, what night? Because she always matches the dream up to reality. So she figured, hey, this must be Suge. So when her and Suge came together, it was just like, she felt in her spirit, this is where she was supposed to be. She felt that she was to go there to help him.
So when I first heard about it, her signing, it was really a real surprise to me.
So her mission might have been different from everybody else's mission. Lisa's mission was to come in with her holistic approach, try to get Suge to eat right.
She brought so much energy to the label. She would come in the studio, she would absolutely light candles, incense, and she had every gangster and thug in there mellowed out, you know what I'm saying? Spiritual. You know, she introduced me to a holistic doctor named Dr. Sabi, you know what I'm saying, who had the label like on the right page with herbal teas. And I mean, what she brought to the label was definitely creativity, spirituality. It was cool. It was a great vibe, especially going through all that drama on death row, you know what I'm saying, with all the shootouts and people going to jail and studios getting raided and all that.
You know, everyone's like afraid of you, like you're this monster on wheels.
Everybody was calling Suge negative or this or that.
We went out, and we're seeing an entirely different side of Suge, which is great, why we wanted you on the show. We went out to barbershops, and we asked questions at black barbershops, and I want you to see this one question we asked someone at the black barbershop. Who would you rather share a sleeping bag with, Bobby Knight or Suge Knight?
Bobby Knight, man.
Now, you didn't even want to say Suge Knight on camera.
I didn't even look to the camera to say that, man.
It's like the candy man.
Bobby Knight, man.
What's with you guys?
She felt that Suge, she told me Suge is the most spiritual man you ever meet. And a lot of people don't know that about Suge. They just think he's a thug, he's a gangster, but she saw more in him than that. So you know, that was Lisa's approach to the whole situation, and she just wanted to bring good, positive energy to the role.
That's still a sensitive issue for me because, you know, when I met her, she wasn't like, you know, like you see on TV and all that. She was real, super humble. She used to just sit there in the studio and be like, Jim, don't even make no beats. I just want to see you play keys. And I would just sit there and play piano, and we'd be in there talking and laughing. You know, she was very educational. She knew about taking herbs and vitamins and all that kind of stuff, you know. And when she passed on, it was terrible.
I was on my way to Atlanta, and I thought that she would be there because she's, you know, from Atlanta, and she wasn't in California. And I was in my mind on the airplane thinking about the song that I just wrote. I wrote a song called Hot Grits. It was about throwing hot grits on her man because she caught him cheating, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking, okay, when I get here, I'm gonna talk to Lisa about this song I wrote, you know, boom, boom, bam. I get to my room, I get a phone call, and somebody's telling me that she was in an accident in Honduras and that she might not have survived it. And when I got that message, you know what I'm saying, in that news, I just sat in my room in Atlanta for about an hour, just staring at the wall.
Lisa Lopez, one of the most flamboyant members. She was in Honduras on a humanitarian effort. She went down there often. There's a child development center, and she always went down there to help. For some unknown reason, the car she was in last night rolled about 150 miles north of the capital of Honduras.
We just pulled out of the village. We were headed to Sambo Creek, which is another village that has a beach, food, and a lot of great people, good spirits. So we were going up there to film Egypt. Like, everybody got dressed up, everybody was looking cute. We went up there, we pulled out. As soon as we pulled out, it was just like the roads out there are not like they are here. Like, it's just like a dirt road almost. It's no speed limits, no regulations, no rules. It's just like, hey, everybody knows, go this way, go that way. And like a truck, like a plantain truck, like, you know, that carries a lot of fruit around. They were in front of us, and they made a sudden stop, so Lisa went around that truck. And as she went around, it was a car coming like real fast towards us. So to avoid a collision, she just, you know, went off to the left, swerved, and she the truck, the way she swerved, it was a stick shift. It was like and actually there's a recall in that model that we had. It was a Montero. The stick, it's like the gears locked up on us, and it flipped over, and it hit a tree, and the whole truck flipped over.
And she was the only one that was killed. There were 6 other people in the car as well. They were taken to the hospital.
I was in the car. It was 10 people in the car, for the record. A lot of people saying it was 8, 7. It was 10 people in the car. It was the camera crew, Egypt, Lisa's sister, and that was it. And that made up 10 people. All 10 people suffered from injuries. Of course, you know, God bless Lisa, God bless the dead. But 9 survived, you know, so. I guess that's the miracle in the midst of the tragedy. You know, Lisa saved everybody's life, because if she didn't make that turn, then everybody would have got killed. The way that car was coming towards the truck, it would have been a head-on-head collision. It would have been very, very bad. It would have been worse. It would have probably been 10 deaths instead of 1.
It took me a while to get off of that, you know what I mean? Because I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. I mean, you know, I just went to 106 in Park, a BET program with her, you know what I'm saying? We were chilling, you know what I mean? I was just in the limousine. We were laughing, cracking jokes. Next thing you know, this person is gone.
Now, Lisa Left Eye Lopez has been called the controversial and sometimes volatile member of TLC. The group behind such hits as Waterfall, No Scrubs, and Unpretty. The surviving bandmates released a statement early this morning saying, "We had all grown up together and were as close as a family. Today, we have truly lost our sister."
Red Bull, no dose, and a whole lot of grinding.
Even though you get a distribution deal, you gotta have a hit, you gotta have a hot record, but to break it all the way down, you gotta have street connects, you gotta be out there in the streets to be able to get your records noticed. So you gotta sell your own records. You gotta put your foot in it.
The problem we have right now, you got every homie out there trying to put out a record, but they still won't have a foot in the street. You can't have a foot in the street and a feet in the game.
You gotta go get you a lawyer, man. You know, I didn't have no lawyer. I signed on my mom's washing machine. The world ain't never knew that, but now you know. You know what I'm talking?
The OG right there, you know what I'm saying? He got me out my first contract when I was about, what, 17, old dog grade. That nigga, the football nigga, tried to get me out my money.
They came through, hey, I got contracts, this, that. I got about 20, 30, 40 cents for you, and that's all I needed to hear, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. They rigged a contract on him, so another motherfucker's contract there had his name on the last page of the contract, but all the inner part of the contract was somebody else's contract, had their name in it, everything.
Yeah, has
like, man, this is somebody else's contract right here. They just took the last page.
They took the last page, forged my signature. Oh, that contract was janky.
Right here, right here in my lap, this is a letter of breach of contract. This is what an artist gives to a label when they are in breach of contract, when they're not honoring the record deal, you know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm about to hand deliver to Death Row, you know what I'm saying, tomorrow. And I'm documenting this on DVD because I'm gonna let you know that, you know, you can leave Death Row and it can still be all good. It ain't no hard feelings, you know what I'm saying? It's just something that I'm doing to boss up.
People don't realize that it's like being on the street. You get a quick lick, you get a hustle, you lose it. Anything you invest your time into, you invest some real quality time into, you hold on to it. It's like a car. You learn the wheels, you tighten them up, they'll stay on their ride.
And like now, it's like you gotta be more behind the car. Independent is more cracking. CEO sitting behind the desk talking about it ain't happening the way it used to be. Man, it's still cracking. It's just man, it ain't what you know, it's who you know, I guess.
Tell me how much money we're gonna make this year. We're gonna try and make $1.90 million. $1.90 suck ass niggas. You bitch ass niggas think we wasn't family. So what? He went to go eat. You son of a bitch. He got a family to feed.
You just expect for the record label to make it happen for you. You gotta put your foot in it in order for you to be successful in this game.
You know, me and my bro was sitting on the porch looking for my uncle and GTAing and doing anything we could to get some money. And we still would do it. You know what I'm talking about?
You had to break out and ride it and struggle it out. When times get bad, you can't go back. So I'm about to go out there and hustle because now we doing bad. We ain't selling no record. You gotta choose and say, you know, I either want to be legit, I want to be a hustler. If you want to be a hustler, be a hustler. Don't get into the rap game if you want to be a hustler. Get in the rap game if you don't want to be in the hustle game no more.
This is how we do it. California crooked eye, worldwide boss though. Love the dirty South, baby. East Coast also. Catch me in the Midwest, gassing up at the Arco. When me and my team bring them lowriders out, it's a car show. There go that thug click. We in the club fit. We all fresh to death, a step above sick. They think it's drug chips, cause of the plush whips. We own companies now, don't have to touch bricks. Let some real shit bump in your speakers. I still got the streets of Long Beach under my sneakers. Young and I'm eager, even pack a gun in my leisure. Drop out, pull a drop out in front of my teachers. You can find me in the club yelling circle of bosses. C.O.B. burners keep murderers officers concerned and burglars cautious. The truck is ill, nigga, the convertible's nauseous.
Yeah, what up, y'all? This is Dynasty TV, you know what I'm saying? We out here at the Swing Tech Back to Basics thing. You know what I'm saying? We trying to push these units on this Back to Basics project, which is a Swing Tech project. Everybody out there go get it, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see the event. Thank you for supporting us, you know what I mean? Dynasty TV, we gonna be showing y'all everything we doing, you know what I mean? We gonna keep it hood, you know what I'm talking about? And we ain't tripping on none of that bullshit these niggas be talking about on the internet. You computer thugs need to stop that shit. East side up.
You need to stay competitive with what's out. If you try to go too far left or too far right, man, it's too weird for the listeners. Like, people don't understand what takes place internally in a radio station.
A lot of cats in the game who may get accolades from certain people, but they don't get the respect that they feel they deserve from the streets, and like no amount of money makes up for that. You know what I'm saying? You might feel good temporarily, but in the long run, you still gonna kind of feel fucked up. You know, you might have a good day, but still be hard to go to sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? I sleep well. For me, like I said, I'm just happy that the next generation is reciprocating with a nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? They can get their money and keep it moving and totally disregard my generation, but they show respect and they give it up to the elders, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, it just feels good, man. I'm happy to still be vital, to be able to rock with these cats, still be able to rock as tight as these cats, if not better. That ain't my fault. Step the game up. Not this cat, because you holding it down with some of these cats, you know, you trying to come in the game, I'm still here, I'm still getting it, you know what I'm saying? But no, it feels good to go to New York, to come to LA, to go to Chicago, Detroit, Philly, Miami, and Jackson, all these different cities, and get this love, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't ask for anything else, man. I think I picked the right job, shit.
Nigga, what y'all looking at now? Humpty Hump is the way a nigga first started making money. You feel me? About this here when we was independent, right before I sold 150-something albums. But you know why I still got this motherfucker? Because it's the one that got me through all them states when I was selling 150-something.
But now, y'all niggas know status is platinum.
My key to my success was learning the real game to the music industry, going to the library, finding out. I wasn't the most educated person in the world, but I had to educate myself. So when I got into the library, I'm trying to find different books about the music business. I wanted to change the game. I had to figure out if everybody else got an artist deal, what else do they have out there? And I found out it was something called a distribution deal. So I'm saying if I get a distribution deal, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have to invest my own money, but I could get a bigger percentage of what I put out. So and I own my company.
You know, pick the company that you're gonna mess with. Be careful. Look at all the people that's in that company, so you'll know that you up under the right roof. Because you know a company can make everybody crash. Even though you ain't doing nothing wrong, whatever they do, they gonna look at you as the same thing. You know what I mean? It's just like if it's two niggas out there you hanging out with that's robbing, you the third nigga that's robbing.
Been around for a while and I watched a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, get a buzz and get hot and then watch the record company maybe do things the way they wanted to do it, and cats get discouraged and handle shit the wrong way. Dude kept his head up, kept his skills up, got his bars up, you know what I'm saying? Got back out there on his grind, you know what I'm saying? He didn't let that shit break him down. He made sure he was still vital when he came from under his cloud, you know what I'm saying? Got out there and got it. I respect that.
Whatever you're doing, stay positive, progressive, and you pretty much can't go wrong, because if it ain't positive, you shouldn't be fucking with it anyway. So positive, progressive. You want to progress, you want to advance, you want to get that money. Gotta keep it positive and progressive. Stay focused on that, and you won't sway too much. And because it's a hard road, there's a lot of twists and turns, dips and dives, but you gotta stay focused, baby.
You know, you learn. You know what I mean? That's why the yogis say you have a body, so you can experience, you know, a little suffering. You know, don't go that way. Get your ass whipped over there. Yeah. Don't go over there. You know, or don't. And you learn through trial and effort. And the real truth is, you know, the shortcuts don't always work. The elevator in real life is broken. Steps is what's, you know, you learn that slowly, you know. And I'm still learning. And I'm still gonna do the wrong thing, you know, a lot of times. But I learned, you know, so I got away from some of the street. I still got, you know, a lot of my friends who's around, they got away from it too. Because they didn't, you know what I mean? It's true, or they've been through a lot of hard knock life.
The godfather of hip hop takes us to the future.
Long Beach City passed the baton. I'm a east side boy like them cats with John. I release my boys on you backwards cons. Trying to act up, boy, you can't smash a Don. Hip Hop Summit sitting next to Russell without an album on the shelf, man, respect the hustle.
Yeah, the Hip Hop Summit, man, that's the Russell Simmons thing I've been doing, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that we get to talk about that because it's for a good cause.
What's up, y'all? What's happening? What's up, y'all? You know, there's a couple of things I want to talk about, but first being that whenever Russell Simmons asks us to do anything, anybody within hip-hop blindly, we go out there and do it because we respect him. He's the godfather. Everything that he's done, he's represented us in a positive way, and he's always made our culture look good.
Yo, I just came in just to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying, a lot of y'all might be familiar with the situation I'm facing right now. And I just want to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying, as far as this, you know what I'm saying, being here, my situation is irrelevant, you know what I mean? I want y'all to understand how important it is to register to vote. You know, Brother Ben allowed me the opportunity to be a part of this summit. I mean, I took it to my heart, you know, because it's very important. And, you know what I'm saying, us registering to vote can only make things better, you know what I'm saying? Even little things in your community that you think don't get addressed, voting changes those situations too. Even situations in your house, your very domain where you sleep every night. Voting can change situations there. And just to show y'all how important it is to me, you know, I'm out here now, facing adversity like Brother Ben said. But I'ma be strong. I'ma be strong for y'all.
I came to support young people that really don't understand what's important in life. And it is important to have rights in life. And showing power and positivity and also where I became, how powerful our culture is, how we need to have a voice and how we can have a voice and we can make a difference, about how if we stick together in every state and come together and all vote, that no one can take advantage of us and we have to be taken seriously. I was like, I'm down for this, because I'm definitely one that doesn't like to be oppressed. I hate when people treat me or my culture unfairly, and I'm always going to fight for what I believe in.
And I think it's real important to vote, because you know what I'm saying, if you don't say that, you ain't gonna be nothing. So by me putting in my vote on this first time, hopefully something will be done and I can feel good about myself coming out here and letting y'all know that Snoop Dogg is official like a referee with a whistle.
All I'm bringing to the game is just an option, you know, option for the regular guy to stand up.
We got to increase voter education amongst the urban communities, because we think that, you know what I'm saying, our vote don't count when it do. Sometimes a folio win by one vote, you know what I mean? And if one cat in the urban area or hip-hop culture would have voted, then we would have been good. Even if you don't believe in the presidency or the governor or the mayor, you can vote to put a speed bump in your neighborhood so a little kid riding a tricycle on the street won't get hit by a drunk car. You know, he gotta slow down. I mean, that was the whole thing. I went around the world with Russell Simmons, you know what I'm saying? And we just tried to increase voter education. It was a good thing for me because, you know, outside the music, I want to make my mark as an activist and stay active, you know what I'm saying, and things going on that directly affect us, you know what I'm saying, in the urban community.
Having you there at the summit and having your words, you know, inspire the young people was, you know, a blessing for me. So thank you for being part of it.
Loyalty is a boomerang. You throw it out, it's supposed to come back, right?
I made the music, I did everything he asked me to do. Now I'm doing my own company, let me live, homie. I did that for 4 years. You wanna put out all that music? Fine with me. I don't want a cent. I don't want 1 cent. You can put out 45 songs, I don't care, have all the money. Take it. If you feel you invested something in my career, you can have all the money. Just let me live, let me do what I do.
I've been a loyal soldier, you know what I'm saying? I was down with Puff for about 4 years. You know what I'm saying? I showed my loyalty to the point where, you know, it was self-explanatory. A lot of people, you know, witnessed me play my position and did what I had to do. And now I'm at a point in my career where I gotta control my own destiny. I gotta drive now, you know what I'm saying? It can't be a passenger forever, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm gonna grab the wheel and do what I do, you know what I'm saying? Like my contribution to Bad Boy's past 4 years has showed people that I have the capabilities and the qualities of a boss. So all I'm doing now is just actually taking form, you know what I'm saying? And the whole boss up slogan and everything is just to let cats know this is an empowerment situation. All my artists gonna be bosses, you know what I'm saying? When I get the doofy check, I'm giving them their budget the same day. Just give me my record, you know what I'm saying? Be a boss, like, you know what I mean? Nobody wanna be spoon-fed, nobody want a nigga holding their hand while they cross the street, you know what I'm saying? So like, this is what I'm trying to bring to the game. It's all about empowerment. I just want to see niggas do their own thing, be responsible for their own destiny, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to bring to light.
I stayed loyal to Death Row, even though, you know, like you say, I had majors on my cell phone, majors on my 2-ways. I had people trying to offer me record deals from everywhere, you know what I'm saying? I stayed loyal to Death Row because I felt like at the end of the day I was going to bring back an empire, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas don't know shit about paying bills, you know, it's real. I done had my experience of that shit before, you know, dealing with, you know, and that's you always gonna deal with that when you deal with artists. You're gonna deal with the headaches and shit like that. But you know, that's what makes you makes you wiser. It makes you a lot wiser, you know, later down the line when you're dealing with artists from past experience of dealing with artists and being an artist in the beginning stages or whatever and everything. So, you know, I got artists on deck, but you know, we're gonna have to see exactly, you know, where they're gonna be at a year from now before I get out there and start putting them on blast and everything. Loyalty in this game is a motherfucker. Loyalty in this game is everything. You know what I'm saying? Cats will really ride with you if you got, you know, if they got loyalty. You know, if cats will ride with you if they see the loyalty coming from you. You know what I'm saying? And cats will ride for you. You know what I'm saying? Only if you willing. You know what I'm saying, to stay loyal and remain loyal. But loyalty in this game is limited. It ain't, you know, it's fucked up.
If that camera was Suge Knight, you know what I'm saying, and which Suge probably will be watching this, you know what I mean, I want to tell him, I'll tell him what I tried to tell him on the telephone before his assistants wouldn't let me through. You feel me? And when I tried to set up a meeting with him before they wouldn't return my calls, even when he was in the penitentiary, I used to always try to go see him, go talk to him directly. But you know, a lot of the people that work for him, they would make it so hard to do. I'm out here struggling, homie. I'm out here trying to get mine. I'm grinding. I don't got time to play phone tag with some niggas sitting up in the office. I'm trying to see this man so we could discuss our business. You know what I'm saying? And I tell him the same thing I would tell him if I had a chance to really holler at him. You know what I'm saying? That I was trying to get, the chance I was trying to get. Look, nigga, I'm trying to get mine just like you. You know what I'm saying? When you was my age, you was building a dynasty. What you think I'm gonna do? You know what I mean? We the same type of niggas, you know what I'm saying? We cut from the same cloth, nigga, ghetto life. You don't think I wanna build a dynasty just like you built the dynasty, you know what I'm saying? You don't think I wanna get out here and get mine? I stayed down for 4 years and some change. My contract was 4 years long. It expired, I stayed down. I recorded 40 songs for the man, plus I wrote for artists, you know what I'm saying? So he already know that I'm loyal. He already know I stayed down. So my thing that I would say to him is just let me live, homie. Let me live.
No you is no me. Feel me?
Yo, what up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Still at my DVD, you know what I mean? I'm out here in Long Beach, you know what I'm saying, on the east side, the world famous VIP, you know, and the significance is that, you know, me being, you know what I'm saying, a former Death Row Records artist, a lot of people was under the assumption that I couldn't come back to Long Beach. You know, they didn't even understand. I lived in Long Beach the whole time while I was on Death Row. So when they see me in the Shanti video, see me on the cover of XXL with the homegirl Left Eye and all that, you know, I was living right here in the city, in the heart of the city. Pow. And this is VIP on the east side of Long Beach. Yeah.
That's the way we do it. 25 years and counting.
Woo! 25 years.
We just waiting for you to bless us with something else real tight and stuff, and we're ready for you to get what you deserve. So,
thank you, sir.
Russell's been in Long Beach a long time.
Long
so
time.
It's your time now.
The Chronic, oh, okay. Yeah, that's what set it off. As you can see, you know what I'm saying, Long Beach is very, you know what I'm saying, deep in the industry, you know what I mean? It's like we down there bum rush the industry so tough it don't even make sense. When this album came out and blew up, sold about 4 or 5 million records off the top, and then after that, Snoop dropped his album, it was a wrap. Anybody who could think they knew how to rap from Long Beach had a record deal. There was about 20 record deals just in this city alone. You know what I mean? Dudes was walking up with napkins and saying, I know how to rap, with a little rap on a napkin and getting $100,000 advance. You know what I'm saying? I know, because I done had 3 record deals. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to them blowing up this city, how big they blew it up. It's like when Compton blew up, then Long Beach took off. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I owe a lot to this album right here. I owe a lot of my career to this album because it gave birth to a city.
He did 6-7 songs on The Chronic.
What they got from me is a hot record. What I got from them is my name.
I had a lot to do with Badass career. I put 2 albums out on Badass through Priority. I did the Low Lifes on New Tribe's version. I did your record on Virgin, on Virgin Records, you know what I'm saying? When we went to Death Row, did some records over there. Did Bo Rock Records, South Central, Trady, Lil C Style. You know, I have a few people up under my belt at the time.
C-Style's role is very instrumental. I mean, he helped form the Dog Pound. You know, he was there with Dre on a lot of, you know, situations. He was there with Suge when a lot of things went down. And those guys got good relationships with his brother.
Well, with Suge, you know, me and Suge's relationship was cool. Me and Dude ain't never had no problem because, you know, I respected what he was doing, and he respected what I was doing. You know, we all started up there at Solar Records with Dick Griffey when he first started, you know what I'm saying? And after he left from Dick Griffey and went to Interscope with Jimmy Iovine, you know, me and Suge always had a good relationship.
Because they know that guy, you know, he's a real hustler and he's a real G from the street. But, you know, this guy had his own right, you know what I mean? In terms of, you know what I'm saying, taking this thing to the next level, even though he was involved with certain projects.
I had brought all the artists. And when I brought the artists, it was the original artist was the LBC crew, which was Trady, Lil Style, Technique, and South Central. So I ended up finding LT Hutton moving around. I put LT on with us. Me and LT did like 7 or 8 songs. I took the 7 or 8 songs and took them to Snoop. He started liking them, so he hooked us up in Can-Am to start recording, and we started performing the LBC Crew album.
94, 95, man. I first got introduced with Crooked Eye through Big C style, you know what I'm saying, 19th Street Records.
Niggas up at Sound Castle killing it with them low-life gangsters and all that.
Did Beware of My Crew on Thin Line soundtrack, and took off from there. We was trying to put the album out, but a lot of confusion came up. Suge wanted to do this, Snoop wanted to do that, but niggas wasn't acting like doing what I wanted to do, so it wasn't happening.
He's a renegade, you know what I'm saying, as an individual, you know what I mean, and he pretty much ain't gonna back down from nothing. If the situation ain't right, just like any other brother that uses common sense, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna stay in a whack situation if you don't see, a road at the head, a road ahead, you know what I mean? If it's a dead end, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna stay on that road, you're gonna find another road to take to get where you gotta go.
3 shots came through the car door. My brother was shot twice. That was home.
Time you turn around, that's the first thing they're talking about. Can the West Coast stick together?
How you supposed to judge the West Coast as far as when it comes to hip hop? You know what I'm saying? Because for the longest, what we brought to the table has been something other than hip hop. It was the lifestyle and it was the energy. Now that I'm here, I believe that the West Coast will get what the credit it deserves in hip hop. Crooked Eye himself as well. You know what I'm saying? There's certain people that have a way with words to where you don't actually focus on the content of what they're saying.
I'm sick of all these fake ass niggas out here motherfucking making gangbanging look fun without telling the other side. What about the other side? We all got homies resting in peace. If we put a t-shirt on with all our niggas' names resting in peace on the back, it's gonna be full. But these niggas want to get on here and act like, oh, nigga, it's all good. Well, I ain't saying don't represent your shit. I'm saying, nigga, tell the whole story. Niggas die, niggas go to jail.
Like I had the opportunity to speak to Tretch at one point. You know what I'm saying? And he let me know, like, he used to think it was kind of exaggerated until he actually started taking trips out here. He started speaking with different people, and then when I met you last time, that dude that was with you, man, I was just here last month. What happened to him? Where your partner at? Oh, he died. He got shot. Oh, not dude. He was such a. They start seeing the reality of it.
And we in the trenches. We throwing hammers and we throwing wrenches just to survive in that bitch.
But
man.
I tell you what, it's a beautiful thing. Cause I'm from Nick Cigars, he from Jordan Downs, man, and that's just the way we doing it in 2004, 2005. This shit ain't no peace treaty. Man. This is real life. We doing this. Me and my nigga, whether music, peace treaty, it don't matter. We gonna always be together. 7 Spot Peter Roll.
You're right.
You know
what
I mean? With Dynasty Record on top.
As far as the West Coast, are we ever gonna come together? We don't have that answer. But it's been a time where we did, and we seen what the outcome was.
Rappers can do, where they can learn from the South and learn from the East Coast. It was something you did when you appeared on the track with Ja Rule and Ashanti and them. And I thought that was smart because at that time, Murder Inc. was like one of the hottest organizations going. Right. And then you jumped in with them, and that kind of like opened the door for you in their area.
One night, he called me, he said, I got a crazy idea. You know what I'm saying? I got this baby song from Ashanti, and she's burning the charts up. I need to do a remix. So he put me on the remix, you feel me? He put me on the remix, and I went to the studio, pulled up, rim spinning, did my verse, hopped back in the car before they stopped, you feel me? And next thing I knew, I had a chinchilla on 106 in Park.
My West Coast dog, Crooked Eye. What up, Crooked from the road? Holla.
R&B peace, man. She be in the shower singing Shaka Khan, sweet thing. But I'm on the block, gutter thuggin' where the G's hang.
Standing here with Jason Flores, you know what I'm saying? Boss of the West Coast Media. First question I wanted to ask, man, was what made you decide to start a magazine, you know what I'm saying?
Well, like I was telling you earlier, we started it because I was just thinking of all the West Coast that was out here, you know, and there's a lot of good talent, but it was all the media was on on the East Coast, kind of promoting the East Coast. I guess maybe they couldn't help it. And the only way to really get everybody moving quick, and guys like you and Style and The Pound and even Snoop back then, you know, Too Short, MC8, was basically we got to build our own thing, you know what I mean? There's magazines that are all out there, maybe we need to build a magazine out here, you know, for West Coast, you know. It's based out here, and let's keep it out here, and just start putting everybody in there, you know. We had Quick on our first cover, Badass inside. Next issue was like Dilated Peoples and Fred Rack, Exhibit, you know. And, you know, 3 years later, we're doing a little bit of everything.
A lot of artists over here, we sitting up and we crying. Motherfuckers sitting up and crying. Oh man, what's up with the West Coast? When the West Coast, motherfucker, West Coast ain't never went nowhere, basically. You know what I'm saying? The West Coast has always been here. You know, West Coast rap ain't dead. West Coast hip hop ain't dead.
You always see East Coast artists or down South artists collaborate. You know, the ones that are already making it and kind of pulling the ones who either falling off or pulling the ones up that on the come up.
That's right.
You don't see that shit. You don't see that on the West Coast. You don't see rappers and camps mixing up like that. You know?
West Coast, down South collaboration, you know how to do it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
And that silent assassin.
I don't have the white boy beside Eminem and
Hold
the
up,
mix.
baby.
I got
Hey,
it.
time, man. We representing the H-Town, the city service, 713. That's where we at. You know what I'm talking about? That's what that is.
That's what it is.
Go down, baby.
And what you doing, baby? You got your own radio show. How you show 'em how you screwing it
On
up
the
on the
XM.
toe?
66 raw. That's what that is, baby. You know what I'm saying? This your boy Power Wild, and that's Trap Music Radio.
West Coast is kind of hard because everybody got egos. You know what I'm saying?
for real, for
We got
real.
these
Yeah, they
West
try to
Coast
hate you.
egos. That's why down south get their money, because the niggas that's independent can go do something with the toppest artists down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
On the
bro.
West Coast, it's
Ain't
very
no
hard for
camaraderie.
independent
Ain't no
artists to go do
camaraderie.
something with Snoop, Ice Cube, or whoever big right now.
Plus, we
Dre,
want to work with all
you know what I'm
underground,
saying?
no-name people on the West
Yeah, 'cause
Coast.
them
That's
be the
what.
tightest niggas in the
Yeah,
show,
they
nigga.
hungry.
Real,
All them other
know.
niggas ain't
Real,
really
real.
that hungry no more.
Yeah, them old rappers at the top that you know and you familiar with on the West.
You not hungry.
Garbage.
You not hungry in Bel Air. That's why you not. You not hungry.
Yeah.
A lot of cats complain, but they ain't doing shit to contribute to the game.
And I mean, a lot of niggas nowadays, they don't respect the niggas who paved the way for them to do what they doing now. They get on radio, they talk all that shit, especially over here on the West. Like, they don't give a fuck about, you know, the niggas who laid down the foundation and the niggas that's still doing what they do, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody gonna move like we move, period. DC is self-explanatory, you know what I'm saying? Check
Dynamic
the
is
block
an
story.
army, better yet a navy. You heard me,
It's
DC.
the last of a dying breed, man. After us, there will be no more, period. Unless we approve it. It's the new West Coast. Matter of fact, better yet, it's the new LB. Shouts out to Crooked Eye, man. Goldie Loke and everybody that's heading this new wave, this new future of the West Coast rap, man. And you know what I'm saying? Big ups to Snoop Dogg for putting it on the map. We about to take it to that whole next level, man, with or without, dude.
Snoop Dogg is my cousin. I got love for my cousin. But as far as the business is concerned, I don't know. I don't know what the hell that dude is doing.
I'm trying to bring it together, you know, because to me it's one region. You know, if you're all hip-hop, part of hip-hop culture, that's one region. You know, everybody's the same. The world is a ghetto to me, you know what I mean? As far as everywhere I've been, I travel a lot. Anywhere I go, people always relate to me, and I relate to them no matter what section, state, city that they're from, because it's like we can't keep dividing all this stuff up, you know what I'm saying? It gotta be one region where we get down with each other. I'm not saying ride my nuts because I'm from Cali, or I'll ride your nuts because I'm from the East. I'm just saying we can work together, we can be civil, we can get this money, because at the bottom line, you know, at the end of the day, it's all about the money. And it's about putting out good music.
You know that young Roscoe rolling in the Cadillac, rag on D's. I got my Cadillac sagging with the crease, and everybody wanna know like what's up with Scope.
You know what I'm saying? And you in the mountains in a suburban area, and you got niggas in the motherfucking trenches getting a wig peeled because you want to gangbang from the mountains, but you ain't even on the corner with these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
So if you ain't really with it, leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Just rap, dude. So many other things to make songs about, stuff talking tough, and about what you don't do. Threats be sounding tough once you double them and put them through the Pro Tools and all that and mix it. You sound like you serious, homie. And you see a nigga in the club and you be wanting to be nice and all that. I don't really understand that. You know what I'm
what I'm saying? I'm learning though.
So all these rappers with this studio gangster niggas, these niggas get they thug outfit as soon as they sign their contract, and niggas will get their little gangster kit out and put their glasses on and they do-rags and they motherfucking chucks. You phony ass niggas, fuck you.
I was kind of confused for a while, and I thought everybody that sagged and talked like that really felt like that. But I'm learning that the majority of these rap cats don't really feel like that. And I can imagine, I'm learning that the industry wasn't really made for people as myself. It was made for people who knew how to pretend. It's an entertainment industry. If you can project the image and fool the world and know how to go shake hands and go to these parties and get along, you type of individual that the industry was made for. So I'm learning to behave myself and conduct myself as a rapper other than what I thought everybody else was doing, just being themselves. Every blue moon, some real niggas step in the game.
Girls, guns, gangster shit. Go crooked eye. That was then, this is now. Dynasty CEO. Hey Chico, you shouldn't have gave me my own label, man. I'm finna fuck these niggas up. I know you've been waiting for me to come out. Now that I'm here, let me tell you what I'm about. What? Girls, guns, gangster shit. Girls, guns, gangster shit. Yeah, I know you've been waiting for me to come out. Now that I'm here, let me tell you what I'm about. What? Girls, guns, gangster shit. Girls, guns, gangster shit. Go crooked eye. I cock the Glock for nonsense. I constantly pop shots in your Datsun. You want a death wish boxing, crooked Bronson. I'm married to crime till I find me a Cookie Johnson. I told you don't reach for gats, so calicos eat your hat. Listen, this is Ether rap. The beat is speaker crack. I'm in my lack, I'm yelling Long Beach is back. Go crooked eye.
You know, I'm repping Dynasty, that's my company. Treacherous Records is the company that gave me the opportunity to have a company. They didn't ask me to be no peon and come in here, man, I want to give you an artist deal. They know, because we respect you. We respect what you put down on the West. You want to sign your whole company to us, we'll do it, and you ain't going to be worrying about no 30 cents per album sale type of shit. You know, a lot of these artists getting 35 cents and maybe in a 4-man group splitting 35 cents an album sale. They never recoup, you know what I'm saying? We over here getting dollars, man. We getting dollars, man.
Dynasty is going to change the game for the whole hip-hop industry. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think we just talking, but it's real motherfuckers.
As far as I'm concerned, I've been mashing on the West for 10 years. It's not an artist on the West I ain't shook hands or spit verses with. You know what I'm saying? It could go down the line from Dub C, all the way to King T, all the way to, you know what I'm saying, whoever you want to name. If I ain't got down with him, I know him, you know what I mean? And the thing is that it's hard sometimes knowing that the community of artists respect you as one of the supreme lyricists, you know what I'm saying? But the fans out there really can't get a taste of what you're doing because your album ain't on the shelf. So it's like a up and down, a yin and yang that I've been having to deal with. That's why I started my own label, so I could put an end to that.
But we had everybody from Jay-Z to Nas, to Biggie, to Pac, to Eminem, to Chino XL, to Exhibit, to Mob D, to, keep naming, Tech, help me out. Pharoah Monch, Lauryn Hill, Juice, everybody, you know, Crooked Eyes in that top 5. How about that?
Okay, I'm Jazz from Lock 'em Down Records. From the Midwest to the West, trying to do it big, bring the new year in right. You know, we gonna do it big for sure.
I'm Big Bone, you know what I'm saying? One of the artists off of Lock 'em Down Records. That's my CEO, that Jazz. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do it. It's just like that.
That's right. We got another design ragamuffin, you know what I mean? Bigging up VI, bigging up my boy Jazz, you know, Bid on Lock 'em Down, you know, Crooked Eye and all of the crew, you know what I mean? Every time, yeah, we just doing it, you know, we're gonna make it happen soon, Jack. That's right.
Boom Boom Clap, you know what I mean? I was real surprised at how people received it because it was one of the simplest beats I ever made in my life. Made it in like 5 seconds.
Boom, boom, clap, clap, boom, clap. This is Dodger Music. This the new blue hat.
Yo, I'm Andrew De Niro. When I step in with the Glock, I'm clutching, I'm dope. More potent than coke. When I spit, I'm making you stagger like Hennessy mixed with some coke. I'm so hood, plus I stay on the block. When I flow, I'm as cold as hypothermia, making your temperature drop. Like it or not, we blow up the spot. And sometimes I'm on one like that hour hand. Be on the clock, knock. Who is it? It's that young and disturbed that'll fuck up your nerves every time the ruckus occur. So make way for the young vultures that'll track you down, deliberately murder you like a poacher.
Yeah, they call me Young Julius Luciano.
Man, I act like a maniac with a many acts of merciless menace on a murderous mission with many max. I make your mom miss you, mention meat and missiles, meet your mug, a madman missing his mind, Mr. Mass Marksman, maniacal mangler, mimicking Michael Myers. I maim your smirk mania, maliciously mutilate with machetes, a monster, manic mercenary mixed with a major mobster. My heater street sweeping, lead a week bleeding on your knees, leaking your cease breathing, leaving your seed grieving, even your knee sweeping. I keep a meat cleaver for beef, your peoples is thinking of retreating. I squeeze without blinking, I reach without thinking. I heat you down, peep it out, the teacher's now speaking. The beast is now leashless, keep your mouth speechless. I leave your clown 6 feet beneath the ground stinking. You know what I mean?
Can you save him?
Yo, this cat'll get vexed and give you a shot and not a hypodermic injection, so they scatter and exit. Yes, this adolescence, manic depressive, combative and battle when battling, I splatter contestants. I advise y'all niggas keep your chest guarded. Walk with the Smith & West, draw quicker than the sketch artist. I make your hearts pound and cease. Let bullets take your face for a trip down the street. We would think to test my set and my text is send flying objects, but I thought still in progress. And you against me is not a fair scuffle, so cock your Glock or drop your box and bare knuckle. Hop on top of your car and then dump in your sunroof. Strong enough to throw you through a window that's gun-proof, raw cat. Better tell your pack to fall back. We'll clap that ball cat for the cat to fall back.
Demetrius Capone. Women and gentlemen get the trembling the minute this villain is feeling adrenaline, cause then I'm peeling your milling back. The things under your chin and your fin is finna splat. Your brain hung from the ceiling, I'm in the killing rappers. I'm posted with guns, send you a picture of me choking your son. Yeah, this mafia cat hit you with body shots to watch you collapse. Your broken rib punctured both of your lungs. Are you copying that? Ever since my dad beat skeeted, you niggas been dead meat, deadly since the fetus. If you was Jet Li, you get defeated. I beat you fighting lefty, don't test me, especially when I'm heated.
Horseshoe gang.
Yeah. That's what it is.
What's up? I'm Big Saucy, on one squad.
What's up, my nigga? See, I'm Adolf, my nigga. On one squad, Watch California.
Don't stop.
I got artists, man, and right now they like supporting what I'm doing and trying to, you know, I'm gonna showcase them on my project. Of course, first we're gonna push with everything we got to make sure that that project is successful. And once that project is successful, they can piggyback and piggyback and piggyback off of that project. And that's the way that it's done. That's the formula. You get a successful project out there and you kind of piggyback and piggyback.
Like Nelly.
Yeah, like 50 Nelly, 50. Nelly, the Same Lunatics, 50 Cent, G-Unit, you know, that's the kind of, that's how it does, you know what I'm saying? You like throw a rock in the pond and watch the ripples, you feel me? And, you know, everybody's gonna be able to ripple and get their own, you know what I'm saying, money. And me, I'm different. I'm not really about like this Hollywood music business stuff, so it's like, you know, I'm gonna make sure that they have, you know, stock and, you know, they own part of the company and they own part of whatever I'm doing and, you know, something that they can fall back on when it's all over, because we can't rap and make music forever. Dynasty is the business. We're taking over the industry, please believe it.
And you started this record label yourself?
Yeah, started from the ground up, you know what I'm saying, from scratch, you know. We're a grassroots label right now, but we're about to be like real major in a minute. We got a lot of good things going on, you know what I mean? So we got a lot of faith in what we got to come. We got a roster, you know what I'm saying? I got the Horseshoe Gang, I got the Own One Squad, you know what I'm saying? I got way more than that too. I got the Midwest Dynasty, which is a Midwestern division, which showcases artists from the Midwest, you know what I mean? So we're about to take off, you know? Yeah, expanding.
Not
definitely.
just West Coast.
Not just West Coast, yeah, for sure.
Dynasty Entertainment coming at you 2005 till the lights go out, man. No doubt. Please believe it. You know what I mean?
These motherfuckers don't say that when you get on the radio. When you get on the motherfucking radio, the niggas mention all these other corny ass niggas, but you ain't gonna mention the nigga that you really want, because you know this nigga's the hottest dude out. And that's real talk. You know it, and your motherfucking boss know it.
I don't even trip on being better than other niggas. I try to be better than my former self, you know what I mean? Because I know my former self walked in the radio station and slayed some niggas. You know what I mean? And I gotta make sure that I could keep up with that. You know what I'm saying? If I could be better than I was yesterday, then that's what make me cool. I'm cool. I lay back. I just don't want to fall off skill-wise, because a lot of niggas go Hollywood. A lot of niggas fall off skill-wise. They don't care. They go in the studio. It ain't no real job to them. It's a hangout. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that, man. I take this shit so serious. This is what I live and die for. This hip-hop shit and being a real MC and being a ghetto nigga and combining it to make a beautiful blend, you know what I'm saying? So I really, my whole thing is just be sharp, keep my sword so sharp, I'll poke a nigga whenever I got to, but really, just to be better than my former self, man.
She was with Dre, you know she Dre little homegirl and shit, she lounging with him. So 2 player niggas coming out, you know, they got their Gucci bags and shit, they got their pimp slides, shorts in them. 2 player niggas walking out the hotel, they try to holler at some more. They said, hey, baby, what's happening? She was like, oh, nigga, we Dr. Dre. The nigga said, bitch, what you mean, bitch? We rich too, bitch. Got money too, bitch. Dr. Dre. She went back over there and told Dr. Dre, he was like, no, man, and the ass nigga did his baby, Dr. Dre stole him. Boom. The nigga fell down like this, had that bag, came back out that bag. He said, I ain't gonna kill this nigga, bitch. I'm trying to get these niggas up off me.
You ain't gonna turn the mic on. You gonna have me a mic on?
A lot of people don't know this too. With Thug Life, it started out actually as 50 niggas. See that? Y'all know 50 niggas. That's what it was originally. 50 representing the states. One good nigga in every state, we can accomplish anything.
Light up your ganja sense. Crooked scene in the cut with lean in my cup. Lean in the truck. Give me green and cream. I'm a fiend for the bucks. Get your team in the rucks. My hustle get 3 in the gut. Motherfucker, wait for me to come out. Now that I'm here, let me tell you what I'm about. Girls, guns, gangsta shit. Girls, guns, gangsta shit. I know you've been waiting for me to come out. Now that I'm here, let me tell you what I'm about. Girls, guns, gangsta shit. Girls, guns, gangsta shit. He talk shit, then he dead. Caught that semi-lead, then he bled. Crooked, I take weight off niggas like Jenny Craig, give me bread. Get rat packed and stuffed out by 20 legs. Yeah, dudes it. Don't spit a rap, I puke it. Don't make dude lose it. Or you sit alone while I'm in Houston screwing your chicken screen music.
BBC nigga clothes, the nigga well off records, nigga Dynasty Entertainment. I here support my nigga Crook, you know what it is, Tiny Freestyle. Eastside Long Beach, how we do real big. Extra large, nigga, extra large, nigga.
See it, baby, we did it. Rap City, it's your boy Choke, no joke, BX in the building, Either War Project. We here out on Long Beach. Niggas sit down and watch it and enjoy it, right? Yeah. Right here at Victorious, you know what I mean?
West Coast going to be real big. That's how we pop it off. Check out Rap City. It's going to be right here, man. Your boy classic episode. You already know. Stand up.
Everybody is getting rich off the ghetto, but they ain't doing nothing for the ghetto.
You know what I'm saying?
If you make 5 cents off the ghetto, you still made it.
Yeah, you're right. I grew up in the ghetto too, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm never gonna turn my back on the ghetto. That's why I'm over here, you know what I'm saying? You know, recording my mentor right here and my legal advisor, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna go to Beverly Hills and get a white love.
But still, everybody is looking to make $1 off of shit they ain't benefited from. And I'm not mad at you, but everybody's trying to make money off of a game that they ain't even got yet.